So here's how I flipped a property that required absolutely none of my own money, just my skills, my knowledge, and my resources. So this is a property that we had acquired in Zebulon, Georgia, and the way we acquired this property was through creative finance. It was very easy to do. Actually, it was a pre foreclosure auction. We spoke with the seller and we told her, hey, listen, we can give you a little bit of more money, but you're going to have to get a little bit creative with us. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, instead of us buying your house for cash, right? What about if we take over your payments, pay off your arrears, put about $5,000 in your pocket so you can get a new place, and you will carry a note for us for $30,000 and we'll pay you that when we fix and sell the property. And she's like, let me think about that. And I was like, well, listen, if you do that, then we'll be able to give you at least five or $10,000 more than what we would be able to give you if we just bought it for cash. And she's like, so I'm gonna give five or $10,000 more by just doing it this way. And we're like, yes. And she agreed. So she agreed. And we went ahead and got it done. And when I say no money, you have to network, right? So you have to network and you have to meet people. You're not going to find anybody sitting behind a desk or sitting on your couch watching Netflix. So by networking, by me flying out a lot last year, I met a lot of cool people. And I met people that I'm doing business with today. And these people connect me with money. And this money that I get goes towards my projects. So I have what's called Hawaii money now. In Hawaii, when I mean Hawaii money, I mean people literally from Hawaii wire money to me for my projects, and they get paid a very handsome return of 15 to 20%. And this is exactly what happened. So we got money wired into escrow. The My Hawaii money went ahead and paid for the paid for the arrears, the seller, the closing costs, everything else, and we basically got the property with no money out of pocket. And that's when you hear a lot of people saying, I got this property for zero money," is because they leverage creative finance and they leverage their resources and people with money that want to invest, want to be part of a project, and want to get a better return than the stock market. So that is how you get properties with no money out of your own pocket. Now, this property is closing on Wednesday. It is a USDA loan, and we're excited about it. It's my first one where I've experienced a USDA loan, even though I've been a loan officer for like 20 years. So a lot of people don't know that I'm even a mortgage broker, right? But I've been doing loans for a long time, and I also own a mortgage company, but it's not really that active right now because I'm really focusing on building generational wealth versus just doing transactional based service business. And that means by me learning how to rehab properties, comp properties, underwrite properties, flip properties, and of course, buy and keep properties. So that's the goal. The goal is to keep the properties so we keep paying them off. The equity keeps going up. And eventually, I'm hoping within the next 5 or 10 years, I'll be able to wake out of bed and want to go to work and not have to work. That is the goal. And that is the goal. I know a lot of my friends already are there where they just go to work because they like to work and they like to make money, and it becomes a game to them. And I have many rich friends that do that. And it's really nice seeing that, but they still have that same drive and tenacity as they had when they had no money, which is very interesting to look at, especially if when you look at it from a different vantage point. It's almost like this person has all this money. They have to work for the rest of their life, but there's something in them, something about them that just makes them go after it, makes them just keep going and keep going, whether it's the thrill, whether it's just became a monopoly game, whatever it is, something's driving them, right? And I noticed that a lot of my friends, what drives them is helping other people be successful. I think is what fulfills them, and that is something that is actually I'm doing that right now as well, helping a lot of people, teaching them and showing them what we're doing and how we're doing things. And that is actually very fulfilling. It's becoming very fulfilling because when I get to hand a check over or wire some money over to somebody's account, it makes me happy because I taught them that. I taught them a skill that now they can take for the rest of their lives, whether they work with me again or not, they can make money. So if they're ever in any sort of situation, they know exactly what they have to do to make that 5, 10, or $20,000 on a deal. And that I think is very fulfilling for anybody for that matter. Now I want to talk about keep your friends close, but keep your business friends closer. Now, what does that mean? What does that essentially mean? To me, what that means is that you have your friends, maybe childhood friends that you guys hang out with, but there's really no connection on business, no connection on investments. It's just a bunch of BSing around, you know. You see each other, how's the family, how's the kids, how's this, how's that. Don't get me wrong, that's great, right? That's great. But your friends are not going to help you get to the next level. They're not going to help you scale. They're not going to help you open up your mind, cross different barriers, break ceilings, right? So when I say keep your business friends closer, I mean the circle around you that you're making money with and you can talk shop with, you can talk real estate with, or whatever business you're with. Those are the people that you should be always constantly in communication with. You should take them out to dinner. You want to make sure you send them a Christmas card. You want to wish them, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or Happy Thanksgiving or hey, thank you, I appreciate you. Because those are the people that actually that you worked with together and you worked well together. You guys made money, and that money put food on the table, allowed you to increase your bank account at that point. And so business friends are somebody that you should not treat as transactions. They should be they should be a part of your life, is really what I'm saying. So a lot of my business friends, like for example, I call my business friend not only business friends, but actual friends because they become my friends. So I reached out to my attorney. His name's John Ferrantino, and I'm like, John, you know what? We haven't seen each other for a while. Let's go out for dinner. And and with John, whenever I need anything, like any questions about an LLC document or anything along those lines, John is there for me. Like I call him, he's in court. He picks up the phone. He's like, "Hey Mike, I'm in court. What's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, I just got a quick question for you." And I'm like bothering him, and I'm writing up these LLC documents because I'm giving equity ownership to another person, and and I'm telling John what I'm doing, and he's like, "Oh, just do it this way." And it's just like it's just I'm so appreciative of that. He's not charging me anything or anything, but it's reciprocal. It's very reciprocal because John gives me his time, he gives me his knowledge, he gives me his expertise, and then I introduce John to my sphere of influence, to my friends, and I refer John for what he does, right? Because John's a real estate attorney. He can also help you with criminal law if you're in trouble or whatever. But the cool thing is I'm so appreciative of these people that I've done business with and that help me make money because essentially these are my business friends. And of course, they become my personal friends as well. But these business friends you have to really, really treat with as much respect and appreciation as you possibly can because They're there. You've done business with them before, you can do business with them again, and you're gonna make money with them. And don't take business friends for granted, because those are the people that you wanna surround yourself with. Like, think about it this way, think about having a circle of business friends. You guys all sit together, right? And you guys are all open about talking about money, how much you're making, what you're buying, what your plans are, what your dreams are, what your goals are. And everybody around you understands that because they're all entrepreneurs, right? But if you sit down with your friends that are just, W2 jobs, nothing wrong with W2 jobs, guys. Nothing wrong. I love my friends with W2 jobs. It's great, they're all making great money, everything else, but they don't understand, they don't speak my language, right? They don't speak the entrepreneurial language. They don't understand what I go through every single day. They don't understand the trials, the tribulations, the ups and downs, the anxiety, the stress, the management, the delegation, the systems, the processes, burning, bleeding money one month, making a lot of money the next month, trying out different things. They don't understand that. But when I talk to that about, like, for example, me and John, we went out to a restaurant yesterday. When we sat there we literally closed down the restaurant. The owner had to come out and say, "Hey guys, listen, like, we're closed." And we're like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, we're going." So yeah, yeah, she shook our head and everything. But like, we just have so much things in common, and John can vent to me and I can vent to him about what I have going on because we understand each other, right? John had mentioned to me, like, whatever problems or stresses are going on in his life, and then I can kind of, I can relate to that, because I had the same thing going on. We're in a very similar, um, we're in a very similar place when it comes down to business, right? When it comes down to what he's going through, what I'm going through, it all pretty much aligns. So we can vent to each other and we understand each other. And so I really admire and appreciate entrepreneurs that are just keep going, regardless of getting kicked in the back, brought down, and everything else. They just keep on going. And so make sure you appreciate those people. I mean, I can name so many right now that, like, I so much appreciate, and I show them that appreciation because it's just I don't know, I don't have words for it, but just keep those people close to you is all I'm saying, right? Because if you find good people, man, it's so hard to find good people. It's so hard to find good and honest people, and especially, especially people that, like, for example, I've met good apples and bad apples, right? It's usually the bad apples that come from nothing a lot, and then they make a lot of money and they get very big headed, and they kind of forget where they came from, and then they're trying to, like, squeeze every single dollar out of everybody, and they're like penny pinching and stuff like that. And I noticed that right away, and I hate that. I really hate that. And then I have my business friends where it's like, "Oh, yeah, dude, you want, like, I got you, you need this, you need that, like, no problem, dude. You need 10 grand for this. Yeah, I got it, no problem, And so when you find people like that, like people that are willing to wire you 10, 20 grand just based on because they know you and know what kind of person you are, that is so hard to find. It is, and the expression is needle in a haystack, right? But for me, it's like I try to make such an effort to take them out to a nice steak dinner, all on me, send them a gift. I mean, anything and everything. Even when I do deals and I make money because of someone, I send them a gift basket, wine bottles, like whatever is they like. I find out what they like and I do that because I never know. Maybe like I might need something again from maybe I need I maybe I might be stuck on a deal and I might say, hey, do you know how this works? The mechanics of this deal. I'm stuck on this. Maybe you can help me out. And so I cannot go to my friends for that kind of stuff, because they won't understand. They don't understand my business. They don't understand the problems that I'm having every single day and the solutions that I need. And so my my friends, my business friends, especially when you work with somebody and it goes well and you both make money, and it's crazy how like even the families react differently, right? They're like, "Oh wow, like you just made money with Mike? Like how cool is that? Who's Mike? Who's Creative Mike, right? Like he sounds like a good guy. Like you guys just made money together, like you guys gonna do business again. Then before you know it, you're meeting their spouses, you're meeting their kids, you're meeting their families, and it's you're so much more closer and so much more open about what you have, what they have, because a lot of people for some reason, like a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm making or what I'm investing in." It's like, dude, like why are you gatekeeping? Like there's so many opportunities out there. And like, like all these gatekeepers, oh, I'm holding on to myself, it's like it just makes me laugh sometimes because it's just like, all right, bro, okay, it's fine. Just you want to gatekeep, then gatekeep. It's like, oh, what do you want to know? What I made on this trade or something, or like what is my P&L? I don't know. I'm just curious, man. I mean, I thought we're friends. I mean, money should be an open conversation. It's funny how money is not even an open conversation within families. It's just like everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you," or "What do you need to know?" It's like, maybe if you told me, maybe I'll tell you. Maybe okay, maybe this is a great investment that you can make if you have an extra 100K laying around. Maybe you can invest in this, or maybe you can convert your IRA into a self-directed IRA, and now you don't got to worry about the stock market. Now you can make your own investments into real estate. You can become a private money lender, right? And they don't wanna have those conversations, right? So it's like, I don't say anything. I'm like, I'm done, like, talking to people that just don't understand, the business language. It's just like wasting your breath, you know? And then, like, today's event, we're having an event today in Schaumburg, and, like, I'm so excited because like, all these people that I know and I've actually done business with, I own houses with, and it's just, like, really cool, like, the dynamic between us all is just such a good camaraderie that it's just something special. And I'm gonna be speaking at this event, and I'm not even that nervous because people are gonna be there that I know, but then you're gonna have like a lot of different people that are coming that just want to get to know and learn the game and learn what we're doing. But it's funny how the most successful people are the non-gatekeepers, right? If you really think about that, like people that are the most successful give out everything, like literally everything. Like if you really listen, yeah, some of them might sell courses and things like that. But if you just watch their YouTube videos, they're giving you a full blueprint of exactly what they do, which is and they're the most successful ones. The gatekeepers, the quiet ones are usually some of them are successful, but they're definitely not on a level of people that are very open with what they do. Because when you're open with what you do, there's this aura about you, and this like energy that you give off, this vibe that other people come and gravitate towards because they're like, "Oh, this guy's like, he's giving away all these different secrets or what I guess secrets or whatever, or now or knowledge base, right? I want to work with him." And then before you know it, you have all these people bringing you deals. You might be buying some deals, you might be selling some deals, you might be assigning some deals to your partners. Now they're making money, you're making money, and then everybody's making money. But if you sit there and you gatekeep out to yourself, well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. It's like, dude, it's like I personally don't even want to like even talk to those kind of people because it's just we're just not aligning, just zero alignment, you know. So So yeah, I mean, with that being said, today, I mean, tickets are closed out, but if you want to come to the event, you're more than welcome to. I am going to be hosting an event today in Schaumburg, Illinois at 6 o'clock. There should be a good amount of people. It's gonna be fun, guys. I'm excited because the events that I do are a little bit different than your typical events that you go to. It's a lot more interactive. It's a lot more social. It's a lot more. It's when you walk out of that room and if you come in by yourself, you're gonna walk out of my event knowing every single person, and you're gonna know exactly what they do, what they're looking for, how you can help them, and how they can help you. Those are the types of events that I'm doing. Okay. So if you want to come to this event today, it's at 6 o'clock. It's at Schaumburg. We are going to be um the tickets are already gone on an Eventbrite, but I still have some tickets I can shoot over to you if you want. And I'm gonna be doing these events every single month because I believe that what I've learned from the sub two community and Pace Morby, just being around Pace and meeting him and meeting, some of my other friends like Abraham Gray, who is a very successful person in sub two as well. And I mean, I can name countless others that have helped me, helped me succeed and just taught me a lot. And I'm doing business with. I'm so grateful for them, and so I wanna give back. I wanna share them. I wanna share what I've learned from a lot of different people, with people that maybe just are going through some hard times or are looking just for something else or just have, like, a huge burnout and maybe just wanna try something on the side, like a little part-time, see if they like it. Maybe make a little bit of extra money to put that, on a down payment on a house maybe for their family, or maybe they wanna put a down payment down on a car, right? Like, I mean, anything, right? You don't have to come in here wanting to make, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, right? Like, I mean, to do that, like, it's a lot of work. It's a whole system. It's a whole you're building a business. But if you wanna come in here and wanna make 5, 10, 20 grand, that is very doable. It's super doable. I mean, you can bring me a deal and I'll pay you 5 grand if I like the deal, right? Just as a bird dog, right? It's just super easy. I just come in and say, "Hey, Mike, I got this deal for you here." And because I buy in the Chicago northwest suburbs. Speaking of deals, somebody brought me a deal yesterday, put me on the phone with the seller. I negotiated the deal, and I already shot out the and I sent out the contract to the guy, and hopefully we'll get that signed. So yeah, that's just how it happens, and that's because I'm vocal about what I do. I don't gatekeep. I let people listen to my conversations, and I love it because that's how people learn, and that's how I get better too, right? Because the more you do it, the better you get at you, but the better you get at it. And if you don't do it, if you want to just be the CEO behind the scenes and stuff, you're gonna get rusty. You're gonna get rusty, and rusty is something that I do not want to get because I've been doing sales for a long time, and sales is very psychological and also very subconscious. And so you really have to practice. It's like a sport. Yeah, I mean, sales is a sport. If you're not practicing sales, then you're gonna lose. It's every single day I talk to sellers and I look at my scripts. I look at okay, what I miss here, what I miss there. And so it's something that you really have to keep working on. But eventually, I mean, if you're just you and you know how to talk to people, I'm good on the phones. I think I'm pretty damn good on the phones. In person, I'm probably decent. But on the phones, I think I'm up there. When it comes to phones, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or pat myself on the back a little bit, but I definitely think I'm a little bit up there when it comes to sales, on the phone. So, with that being said, all of this, me doing all this, getting uncomfortable, doing the Creative Mike show and everything else, and doing these events now, it's all because of what I learned from the sub 2 community and from Pace Morby, he's really opened up my eyes on what's possible and what you can do, and, he always says, "What we do is I think it's simple, but not easy. Yeah, it's simple but not easy, or easy but not simple. Easy. No, 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 it's simple but not easy. That's the one. It's simple, not easy. And because it takes time. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes ambition, it really takes consistency. If you're not consistent, and you don't have to grind every single day and get burned out, but do something. Don't just sit there and expect that things to happen. And make sure you take care of those tasks that you're avoiding, because that's where anxiety comes from too, guys. It's very important that if there's a task that you know you have to complete and you're avoiding, take care of that task, or that task will haunt you. Or have a or hire somebody to take care of those mediocre tasks for you so you don't have to worry about them. But it's very important that you do that, because once a lot of these tasks start piling up, not only will you butt heads with your partner if you have one in business, um, you will you will end the day feeling anxious because you know you should have done something and you didn't do it. It's something that I am still working on, because there are certain things that I avoid that I have to do, but I'm getting better at it. And so, with that being said, guys, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. It's Friday. The events today. I'm excited to see everybody. And if you're not following me, you can follow me on Instagram at creative_Mike. Same thing as on YouTube, Creative Mike. And if you do follow me, you're going to be able to see all the Zooms that we're doing on Wednesdays and Thursdays. You can join, stop in, say hello. And also, you're going to see all the events that we're going to have going on. So, with that being said, my name's Creative Mike. As always, stay creative, my friends. Have a wonderful day.